Hello there, everyone. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you very much for lending me your time and your ear and listening to another video from me. And this one is about Miitomo, the very popular app that Nintendo put out last week. I've been messing around with it. I actually started messing around with it well before the Western release happened because I downloaded the Japanese APK. But I really didn't get into it. It was just more I was like tinkering with it a little bit and seeing what it could do slightly. But once the Western release came out, I actually started to get involved with the game. I can't even call it a game, it's a social app. I started to get involved with the app and actually use it and use all of its features like adding friends and things like that. It's pretty decent. It's it's really interesting. It's cool. Like there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with the app. Right now you're looking at pictures that I've made using my me and several other people's me's. And it's fun to do. Like it's so much fun to do. And there's a lot of possibilities for this moving forward for like much bigger things, and that's what I'm like so looking forward to. There's like the bigger stuff that's going to happen coming from Miitomo. Now, firstly, I'll say honestly, if somebody really wanted to, they could make a comic strip based off of Miitomo. And I've been thinking about doing it myself, like since I've been able to tinker around with it a little bit. Like there's a lot of different actions and poses that you can put the Mii's in, and there's a lot of facial expressions that you can use. Granted, I wish that there was a little bit more diversity in some things, but it's pretty big for it to just be launching. Like there's a lot that you can do with it. You can learn a lot about people you know too, like just little things that you wouldn't normally think about because it'll ask you a ton of different questions that you can answer. Plus, on top of that, if you have My Nintendo, you're earning platinum coins, like platinum coins that are Miitomo coins for it, which is cool. Like every day you use it, you earn some coins, and you can use those coins to get things from Nintendo. Mostly right now is digital content, but that's all right. It's just starting up. Both of them just launched, so it's not a big deal. Now, one thing that I will say as a gripe I have is that you can't add friends from Google Plus and you can't add friends from your NNID, which you can link both of them to this game, but you just can't use them as sources to add friends. And I think that's something Nintendo needs to add to. You can already add people from Facebook and Twitter, which is good. That's good, but you need to be able to add people from from the Nintendo Network and from Google Plus. Like, what's the point of linking them if you can't use them? That doesn't make much sense. And that might come in a later update, but it's not there. The availability for it isn't there now. And I can understand why there are some people that are irritated by it because a lot of people have friends on their G Plus that they don't have on other social networks. I do too, and like a lot of people, I've ended up adding on other social networks, and then there are some people that just don't use them. There are plenty of people that don't use Facebook or Twitter, and they don't have a whole lot of friends out and about, so they can't add a whole bunch of people face to face, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Um, Another thing that I really would like to see is being able to add friends from the QR codes. You can't do that. You can use it to scan Mii's into Miitomo. And fun tip for people who may not know, you can actually use the Mii QR codes from your Wii U and your 3DS to also add Mii's to your Miitomo app. And vice versa. You can add Mii's to your Wii U or your 3DS using the QR code from Miitomo. And I know people probably wonder, how do you know this? I actually tried it out. That's how I figured it out. Um, I don't know how well it works with Tamagotchi Life. I've been thinking about doing that because it has a similar system with the personality traits and stuff. So I might actually attempt to do that and see what it does, but I have not yet as of this point. Um, to me, it's been a really interesting app. You can use the language in it is uncensored, so you can say some pretty colorful things. Like, it caught me off guard when I heard me. So, like, to hear me cussing is funny. Like, it is extremely funny. But, like, the novelty will eventually wear off. But when you first hear it, it completely catches you off guard, and you're like, they seriously said that? Like, yes, they will say those words. Um, I think though, with the few things that I pointed out that I don't think are all that great, like Miitomo overall is a decent app. I would love to see it grow. I'd love to see more games pop up on it because the I think it's a pachinko game where you're dropping your Miis down to win items. Like that's good and all, but I'd love to see like mini games like the ones that were in Tamagotchi Life end up with Miitomo because they were interesting. Um, and then this is something that hit me too. Like, and I think I saw a comment like this on G Plus somewhere. But a Miitomo movie studio app would be a great thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be within this app because this one's kind of full of different things as it is. But a Miitomo movie studio app would be awesome. Like I don't know how many people know about this, but there's this website called Extra Normal where you can purchase like little characters and things and you, backgrounds and stuff, and you can use them and write down what you want them to say and make stories or like skits and things with it. That would be an awesome thing for me, for me to know. Like literally, you just down like you scan in someone else's me with a QR code, like, and you set up a script for them to talk and stuff, and or have actions and things, and that would be cool. Like you'd be able to have it, like literally, like say you'd be setting up a movie, and I would want the movies to be 720p, like at the very least just 720p, so that way you're looking at them widescreen. Because the images that you take in Miitomo are 640 by 640, so that obviously that's not widescreen. But digressing, getting away from that, it's a cool app. I would love to, like I said, I'd love to see Miitomo Movie Maker. Like that would be so awesome, or Miitomo Animation Studio something. Like that would be really cool for Nintendo to have somebody do. Allow people to scan in, like their actors can be Mii's and they can just scan them in, or take from Tamagotchi Life a Miitomo Music Studio. Like give people a limited number of songs and not allow them to use copywritten songs, but give them a limited number of songs. Let them set up words and stuff. That would be another thing that would be cool to do. And the one last thing that this is something that has to be in Miitomo, and I would like a direct messaging system. Like you've got it so that when people are having conversations on questions, the Mii's are looking at the person who's talking and they're responding to what they're saying, like, and it's awesome. So take that and make a messenger portion to the app where you can directly message someone from within the app and you don't have to ask a question in order to be able to message back and forth. I mean, not ask a question, but you don't have to answer a question to be able to message back and forth to people. Someone's on your friends list, you can go down to them, you can touch on their face, and it'll say direct message. That's something that I think should be in this app, and it would definitely enhance the usability of it. Because like it's cool to see a text message, but it's nice to have the text message. Then you have the Mii's reading it, and you see their responses and how they're vocalizing and emoting the words used, and that would be cool to have in that. Outside of that, I think I am done. Like, there's nothing else I can really say about it because I'm still waiting for updates and stuff to happen because I want to see where Nintendo's going to go with this. But it is an interesting app, and I do think people should give it a shot. But thank you guys very much for listening. You keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff, and until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.